Hey guys, welcome to another great episode of the Anime Breakdown Show. I'm your host vxKingPinxv. Today we are going to jump right into it. Today is going to be Naruto Breakdown Manga 602 preview, thoughts and discussions, whatever you want to call it, whatever makes you feel better about yourself. I'm coming off the 601 high. Yes, the 601 high of all this epicness, battles everywhere, just totally obliviating everything around it with super moves and, Rasen guns and, freaking Madara, deflecting it with his sword or whatever you want to call that thing. I don't know what it is, a fan of death. It's a lot of things that's going to have to transpire in the next one. We're going to get flashback. But it's not going to be bad flashback. This is going to be flashback that you want. Flashback that you desire. Flashback that you need to make this shit make sense. It's kind of like when, I think, was it Itachi or Toby was sitting in the cave with Sasuke, and he told him how it all happened, how it all got started. And that was good flashback. Anybody complain, well, fuck you. Okay, we can't always just see what's up Naruto's butt. Alright? It was good flashback that I wanted to see, a flashback of the history of how jutsus came to be. The first one, and then the brothers split up, and then you got the Chihas with the Genjutsus, and you got the Hashimas, his people of the Tree Clan with the body and the strength, whatever. I can't remember it all because I'm not gonna go over it right now. That's not what's important. What's important is we're going to get good flashback of how Toby was saved by Madara and how that happened. He was crushed, damn near dead, and somehow this old decrepit ninja, Shinobi, snuck in there and took him out of the cave. We're not really sure how. Hopefully it makes sense, so we're going to move past that. What's going to happen to the Kages? Some of the Kages are going to make it. Tsunade is going to have to die in order for them to make it, because you got to remember, what is the one thing we all know about chakra? There's a limit, okay? And if you force chakra, you can end up dying. So she's going to have to heal people to make sure they survive, because she's the only one who can save an abundance of them, a few of them. I don't know how many are going to survive. Maybe she let the old guy Anko die. It'd be nice to see the Raikage live, the Mizukage live, because they're young. Anko, I don't know who would be left in his wake to rule his his village, but that's not our problem. We don't care about that. He's old. He needs to die. I don't really think she should give her life for somebody that old. That's just me. To each his own. Tsunade has to die. I mean, for Naruto to become the next Hokage, at this point in time, if the series is planning on ending, she has to die. And if she doesn't die, I would assume this is going to be Naruto Extreme Adventures. I don't know. Whatever you want to call it, okay? So, she has to die. If she doesn't die, it's going to be weird. And Naruto never becomes Hokage. We never get to see that. And that ends the series. So I don't know how I feel about that. And her dying is not a big deal to me. Tsunade is one of my least favorite characters. So we're going to move past that because I'm not hating. What are we going to see in the battles to come? I really, really think Guy, Sensei, and Kakashi are out of their league. They're out of their league. I mean, we love Guy and his quirky ways. We love Kakashi, how he's cool, calm, and collective. We love these people. They're not going to be able to handle this, okay? They're out of their league. They're great Jonin. They're great Jonin. But they're not S-class Jonin. At this point, Naruto's an S-class ninja. Like Killer Bee, he's an S-class ninja. Sasuke is an S-class ninja. The problem is how they're going to make this happen where Sasuke becomes a good guy to team up with Naruto to go against Obito and Madara. We don't know how this is going to pan out. The hopes is somehow Kakashi or Guy ends up saying, okay, we can't do this. They're going to have to let Sasuke step in, and Sasuke is going to be a Sasuke Naruto battle versus Madara and Obito, whatever, how you want to say it. I'm not really sure where they're going to go with this. How they're going to make all this intertwine. Of course, writers are writers. That's what they're good at. They're good at intertwining things. Not always, because a lot of us still don't like the fact that Obito is Toby and that he's become evil without any real reason. They still haven't explained that. Hence, we got to have flashback because they got to make this make sense. They have to make it make sense where the Edo Tensei chooses whether you come back old or decrepit or whatever. Now, think about it. The Edo Tensei brought Madara back in his prime. Not that old guy we see in the picture at the very end on page 16. Okay, that's old, decrepit Madara. What we see with the Edo Tensei is young, vibrant Madara. Why, when they bring back Nagato, he still looks old and decrepit. He doesn't look like he looked when he was running with Hiku and Karen, or whatever the girl's name is. He doesn't look as young as them. He looks like he looks when Naruto, came in that, tree or whatever that he was hiding in. He doesn't look as young. That's just my personal opinion. Let's move forward. What's going to transpire is closure. We're going to get more battles to come. They're going to draw out this Naruto battle as long as they can, okay? I'm talking about the next 3 to 6 weeks before we see it end. Because you got to see the start of the battle, the different plots when it comes to how they're going to fight each other, and then they're going to have the climax. Then they're going to have Naruto almost dying, him seeing a revelation, him getting inspired, him going for it one last time. Hopefully it's not a Rasengan. Hopefully it's not a Rasen Shuriken. Hopefully it's something we've never seen before. But, who knows. And then we're going to see him beat Madara somehow. Now, the way to beat Madara is Sealing Jutsu. We've never seen Naruto do a real Sealing Jutsu. Okay? Usually takes some type of intelligence. Now, we know his mom comes from that particular clan where they're good at Sealing Jutsus or whatever the case may be. That's why she was selected. So he has the power within him to get the job done. Even if he does not is skilled or he needs help, whether he needs direction from Kakashi, he has the power within him. Okay? He comes from a long line of spiritual people, whatever, when it comes to the Sealing Jutsus. So, we're going to get that out the way. Now, will we see some Thunder God techniques like his dad? I don't think so, because I don't think we've, unless he's been secretly preparing for that, we haven't seen him train for that, so I don't think we're going to see these techniques. A lot of people wanted to see him do his dad technique, or some of us even thought, oh, that would be overpowering, this, that, and the other. It's hearsay. Now, let's step back a moment. We still have to go back to find out how did Madara train Toby this entire time? He must have trained him for years, because you can't train somebody for 6 months or a year and all of a sudden they're just badass ninja where he could take on the 4th Hokage. That's just not likely, okay? So they're going to have to give some type of in-depth backstory that we can swallow, that something transpired over years to make Toby come out to be the way he is. Toby's probably Kakashi. Naruto 16, what's his name? Kakashi became, or he's 17. Kakashi became a Jonin at like 13 or 14 years old. So 16 years later, when Naruto was born, then 16, 17 years later, that makes Toby around, I don't know, let's just say 30. 35, maybe 30, late 30s, okay? How was he able to go against his mentor, okay? Even being a Uchiha, how was he able to go against his mentor and hold his own? I mean, even though he didn't win, he held his own. Like beast mode, he held his own. How did he able to gain the power to control the Nine-Tailed Fox, okay? That takes a lot of skill, a lot of work, unless, I guess that's what kept leading me towards Orochimaru. Because remember, Orochimaru was kind of experimenting on Sasuke. Sasuke was allowing him to do certain things. He also had the curse mark still. That's why I led towards Orochimaru. Okay? Now we got the mixed stat because now we all know it's Madara who basically took him under his wing or whatever. Reconstructed his healing that could take years. I mean, that's what I said. They got a lot of questions. Was it some special jutsu that he used to heal him? What happened to make all this make sense? Like, what transpired to make all of this come about? Okay, obviously we know Madara had a lot of hate, a lot of pent up emotion against the Senju clan. You know, everything that the Uchiha turned their backs on him, just everything. He has a lot of hate in him. But he also is, at this point, there's like, what, 3 Uchiha members. You got Sasuke, Tobi, Sasuke and Tobi, their lineage is about to die. Like I said, it's just a lot of things. You guys got to help me make this make sense. Tell me if you feel like you agree with me, whether you think I'm wrong. And if I'm wrong, don't just say, oh, you're wrong, dude, you're stupid. Fucking leave a comment and explain to me. And then if you feel like your facts are true, link me back to a site where your facts are true. Put in the description so other people can see it. You know, that, okay, if you say, well, this is what happened, blah, 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 remember this. Well, tell me the chapter we got this from. Give me the episode so we can discuss this, because they have to make this make sense for real fans to really have closure. Okay, and I'm not having the closure that I'm looking for right now, but I am excited because, like I said, I think it's gonna be a lot of good shit to come. I think it's gonna be a lot of good episodes to come. I can't wait to see the new episode on Thursday. I am excited. I know you guys are excited. Even the ones who harp on Naruto, you harp on it, but you keep coming back because you want more, and more. So as always, do your thing below. Rate, comment, subscribe. Make it make sense. Send me the links. Give me your facts and let me know where you got your information from so I can reference them, and then I'll point you up like, hey, this guy said it, I was wrong. Boom, done, taken care of. As always, rate, comment, subscribe, and peace.